shaman. When I was a kid, he would say, evil was always waiting in the shadows. And only one man would rise to stand against it.
What was your opinion after the Evil Dead remake came out about the status of the franchise? Were you kind of like, you know, holy shit, like this wasn't really what everyone wanted, so
it wasn't
can we
really what
not?
everyone wanted, but it did very well. You know what I mean? So it told us that they're out there, but it also told us close but no cigar.
It's a good way to describe it.
You know, fans are they're not shy. They're shy in general, but not when they get all amped up. And they're like, you know what, Sam, we like your Spider-Man movies. When's the next Evil Dead? Sam said this himself. He's like, I can't believe it. These movies make $1 billion, and all they want to know is when's the next Evil Dead.
I can understand that.
Right? Same thing. I'm on Burn Notice. 7 years on that show, almost a decade. One of the best top shows on cable. When's the next Evil Dead? I'm like, what? So anyway, we're not going to fight City Hall anymore.
Groovy.
I saw the pilot with the crowd at Comic-Con the other day, and it just felt like exactly what anybody who loves this franchise would want to see. And to me, it felt like you and Sam were just so in sync. Yeah. But he only directed the pilot episode. So for people who might be nervous about the other directors to come, what would you say to them?
Don't be nervous, because Sam vetted them all. You know, he approved them all. And look, even if they're good, not every one of these people is going to be good for that show. It's on every show. Burn Notice was the same. You'd have directors come in, and every so often you go, ooh, let's keep him or her. And then other guys that come in, you go, ooh, see you later, alligator. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I mean, it's like that. And so this season's no different. Out of it, at the end of the season, we've got our group that we would use again, and those that we wouldn't. And that's a very normal procedure. Because you gotta find the people who can match that sensibility, who can bring it stylistically, who can do it in the time allotted, because it's television, it's not a feature. You know, it's like, let's go. You gotta be able to move quickly, get it done, and not piss off your star.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
And now, you brought this up at the panel the other day, and I was very curious that you guys don't have the rights to Army of Darkness. I can't even understand, like, why that would happen, why someone would stop you from using material from that movie.
It's not about that, it's about then you're sharing all the goods. It's both. One is, can you get the rights? B is, do you want to share the rights? Do you want to share, because they would be a participant in everything, in approvals, and blah, 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 blah. So, some deals could be made and some couldn't. And that's what people have to understand. There's a whole, you know, the film business is full of lawyers. There's lawyers 1,000 deep in Los Angeles. And, you know, these guys, their job is to protect franchises and to keep what you got. You know, it's very territorial. And so the first 3 movies were made by 3 different companies. New Line Cinema, Dino De Laurentiis, Universal, that then those rights went to MGM, and it's like, try and follow it. You know what I mean? I'm amazed we're here talking about this show. This thing could have died on the vine so easily.
Good thing it didn't, because it's fantastic. And whoever didn't join in, I'd imagine would regret it now.
I agree with both of those sentiments. But, you know, you got to do what you can. So none of it, anything that they see that's weird, it's not because we're going, screw you, you don't need that. It's only because we either couldn't or didn't want to tempt fate by dangling something that was from one particular movie that someone could go, hey, that's us.
Yeah, looking sweet.
Now, I have a feeling you might have gotten this question before, but Klaatu Barada Nikto, I know it comes from The Day the Earth Stood Still, but there's no exact translation anywhere, so is that something you and Sam discussed? And maybe did you come up with your own translation
When you
for
say
it?
translation, meaning what it
like,
meant?
actually what the words mean.
I've never heard what the words mean. I don't know what they mean.
People speculate. I think there's a whole documentary about it.
Go for it. Knock yourself out.
And lastly, why is the lizard named Eli?
Don't wait up for Daddy, Eli.
That's a good one. I'm sure it's a writer's ex-girlfriend's boyfriend that they hate, or you know what I mean? Who knows? I'm sure it's some inside joke.
It's stuck in my mind.
Some guy's grandfather, Eli, who knows?
Yo, Granny. Let's go.
If we get this done quick enough, we might have time to stop for churros. That's not a racist thing, Pablo. That's just a great dessert.
You know I'm not Mexican, right? That's the spirit.